and good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you, the good people of the tube. Hope you're feeling grand and all's well in your world. Welcome to a shootout vid, everybody. Between the Golden Plexi by Tonesy and the Black Tea. Why these two? Well, simply, I can't decide which one I like the most. Okay, so this problem kind of came up when I did the initial kind of 19 Tone City pedals in one video. I loved a lot of the pedals, but like I'm a big distortion nut, and I knew I would love the Golden Plexi because I've had one for ages, but the Black Tea came along and threw a spanner in the works. So from what I knew was my favourite pedal that Tone City did, which is the Golden Plexi, now it had a rival in the Black Tea. So today we need to get to the bottom of this because it's driving me a bit mad because I can't decide which one, and I need to hear it, and I need your opinion as well, people of the tube. So yeah, so that's what today's going to be. It's going to be a bit of a shootout between these two pedals. We're going to do like a John Frusciante cleanish kind of sound, which is what I use the Golden Plexi for pretty much all the time, next to the jackhammer. And we're going to do like a full-out kind of distortion, which is that's the two things I would use these pedals for. And then I'm going to have a listen to them. Like we'll do it in isolation as well. It won't be to a backing track or anything, just in isolation. Then we'll have a listen, and then I'll tell you what I hear, and as usual, people too, I want to know what you hear as well. So, after the comparisons between the two, let me know in the comment section below which one you preferred and why, and what was it about that one that sounded better to the other one. Because they're very similar, but a little bit different, and it's that little difference that's throwing me. It's a bit of a pig. So first things first, if we can show you here. So I won't be using, well, in the intro jam I used both together at the same time at the end, but I won't be doing that from this point on. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to set them, well, they were set the same on the intro jam. So gain was all the way up, volume was at 12 o'clock, and tone was at 9 o'clock. So that's how they were set for the intro jam. And I kind of got an idea in the intro jam which one I was kind of favouring, and I'll talk about why in a minute. Well, after we get past the comparisons, I need it confirming first before I leap to judgments. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, well, this is going to be the how they're going to be set for when we do the full distortion kind of thing. But for the John Frusciante thing, what we're going to do is going to use my John Frusciante Tone City Golden Plexi, thing, which is basically tone all the way down and gain basically on its breakthrough. So it's normally about there. So that's what the first thing we're going to do is, because that's one of the things I would use these pedals for, as well as full out distortion if I needed them. So they need to do both. So I need to know which one gives me the best kind of John-esque kind of clean tone, and also the best kind of distortion. Because I really can't pick which one I like the most out of these two. Is it you? Or is it you? Is it you? Or is it you? We just don't know. But we will find out in this vid. So, like I say, people of the tube, let me know in the comment section below which one you preferred and why. So the first sound example is going to be the Golden Plexi on its John Frusciante clean mode, and then the Black Tea on its John Frusciante clean mode. And then it'll be the Golden Plexi on full-out distortion mode, and then Black Tea full-out distortion mode. And then we'll have a bit of a chat at the end. And I'll tell you what I hear, what I feel, which one feels better to me, and why. And as usual, like I said, people of YouTube, let me know in the comment section below which one you preferred and why. Which one was it, and you know what's the deal. So yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's get going. So John Frusciante first, and then distortion second. Okay, and Golden Plexi, Black Tea, Golden Plexi, Black Tea. Woohoo! Job's a good one. Okay, let's get on. Okay, there you go. There's the sound examples, people on YouTube, and I've just had a listen back to let's say to the clean and the distortion. It's kind of muddied the waters a little bit more, which is a bit annoying, but not enough for me to kind of like know which one I really like. Well, in the clean, it kind of... This is really difficult, actually, because they're very similar. They're super similar. There's not a great deal of difference between them. But there is that 5% in one that's just kind of like edging it for me. But in the kind of clean mode, in the John Frusciante kind of mode, where I was running the gain super low, I really couldn't decide which one I liked more. But the Golden Plexi definitely had a sparklier top end. It seemed a bit more aggressive, whereas the Black Tea was a lot more mild. It had less gain. It was a cleaner-ish kind of sound, and it felt a little bit spongier to play. The Black Tea, it felt a bit kind of nicer under the fingers. It didn't feel so... I'm not saying the Golden Plexi was horrible under the fingers or ice picky or anything like that, because it certainly wasn't. It was just... Yeah. The Black Tea seemed to have something. I don't know. We might have to go back in a minute and another bit of a play. But in the distortion, I think I preferred the Black Tea. But I wish the Black Tea had a little bit more gain. The Golden Plexi is a beastly pedal. It's an animal of a pedal. It's amazing. But it does have kind of like a bit of a harshness to it. Whereas the Black Tea doesn't have that. It's a very warm... It still cuts, you know what I mean? The Black Tea still cuts. But it's a lot warmer tone. I mean, obviously, you know, you could get the tone city to be warmer by turning the tone down. But when you turn the tone down all the way with distortion on the Golden Plexi, it kind of like dulls it out, so to say. So it just becomes really like, low-endy. Like, you know, there's too much bass in it. I really love both. That's the problem I've got here. I really like the sound of both. They both sound immensely good. Oh, and by the way, I do apologise for my fraying sock, by the way. I didn't notice it until watching the video back. I was like, oh my god, look at the state of that sock. I do apologise for that. But back to the pedals. I'm really undecided, people of Tube. Like I said, let me know in the comment section below which one you prefer and why. I really want to know what your feelings are on this, because I'm totally lost. There's a lot of me that's saying the Black Tea is my favourite because I like the way it feels. It's spongy. It's really nice. It still has the brightness. But it's got lower gain, and I want a little bit more gain out of it, and I can't get it because it's maxed out. But then there's a part of me that goes, the Golden Plexi has this fizz in the top end that I don't like so much now. Now hearing it next to the Black Tea in isolation, the Golden Plexi has a fizz in it that the Black Tea doesn't. And I don't like fizz. I don't like that trebly thing. So we're going to have to go back in, people of the Tube. Bear with me. Okay, so we're back in the room with the Golden Plexi and the Black Tea, because I can't decide. So, on the distortion side, I'm just going to be on room mic here. I'm not going to use the 57 now. I'm just going to go room mic so I can talk and go from there. So this is the Golden Plexi. high top end. This is the black tea. It's a lot warmer. It's darker. It's got more kind of mid-range to it, which I like. But I'm just going to turn the tone up on the black tea to half. Actually, it's getting nasty there, so I'm going to put it back. Okay, so let's turn the tone all the way down on the golden Plexi. Now, you see that's got... That's too much low end now. I'm losing definition in sound. There's no kind of like... There's no... with the golden Plexi there, when you turn the tone down, you start to lose kind of definition in strings. Whereas with it at a quarter, it's, you can hear all the strings. But I really like this. Because the black tea's got all the definition, but darker. And I like that. And also the black tea cleans up on the volume. Whereas the golden Plexi just kind of like muffles itself out. Like it's like super low endy when you kind of roll the volume back. You can do that with the black tea. So black tea, golden Plexi. To me, the black tea is kind of one above, just in the fact of it's got a dark, like to my ear anyway, to kind of like what I want. It's got a darker kind of tonality to it, but it doesn't lose the clarity, whereas the golden Plexi is quite bright. It's a golden Plexi. The black tea just seems to be fatter, especially when you get to the high string. Whereas the golden Plexi is quite harsh up here. The black tea is really fat. It really sings. I just wish it had a little bit more gain, because the golden Plexi's got gain in spades, but it's quite harsh. Like black tea, golden Plexi. But it's not, it's not massively harsh. Let's be, I'm probably doing it a bit of a disservice by saying the word harsh. It's just brighter. The golden Plexi is. The black tea is like a cleaner kind of overdrive, like distortion, should I say? The main problem is they both sound fantastic. That's the problem. They both sound awesome beyond, and that's the problem. Because they both sound so good, it's really hard to pick. But the black tea just seems to be more even in its kind of like frequencies, like the bass, the mids, and the highs. The black tea is really even, whereas the golden Plexi seems to be kind of like boosted in the low end and boosted in the high end and kind of boosted in the mids, but it's kind of like not enough. It's like a W. If you look at like it's kind of like that. It's kind of there's quite a lot of low end there and a lot of highs, whereas with the black tea it's very even. You know what I mean? The response of it is very even. And the black tea is it feels really... It just feels nice under the fingers, the black tea. It's got that kind of warmth to it. So let me go back to the John Frusciante mode. So let's just get that done. Okay, so this is the golden Plexi. That's the black tea. A little bit too much gain. I want to see how the black tea responds to the DS2. Very nice. I mean, the golden Plexi does the same thing. See, the golden Plexi's smoother with the DS2 there. Whereas the black tea has a gnarl with it. Okay, so here's the dilemma. I really like the golden Plexi more for the John thing, for the John Frusciante clean tone. The golden Plexi wins that to me. The black tea's okay. It sounds really good, but it's kind of boosted mid-range. It seems to clank it out a bit. It's not as kind of like nice as that. So the golden Plexi wins for clean, but for distortion, the black tea wins. So the moral dilemma is basically over because I like both for two different things. I spoke about this in the pedalboard building video, and that really didn't help matters either because I was like, oh, I like this for this and this, but I was like, do I though? Because in that video I was like, I like the golden Plexi for the cleanest John thing, and I like the black tea for distortion. But over like the past few weeks, I've been like, yeah, but is that the way it is? Do I feel that way about it? Is there something else in there? But no, this video has definitely confirmed that the golden Plexi rules for that kind of John Frusciante dirty clean. You know, it does that really, really nicely. Whereas the black tea is my favourite of them to do distortion. It's got this real kind of like martially mid-rangey thing, and when you combine the two, I mean they work so nicely together. This is both together. So they're just perfect bedfellows, if you know what I mean. Like, they really are. They work really nicely together. The black tea on full distortion, like that works better with the DS2 than it does when it's clean. So that's really, really cool. And it also gives you an amazing wah-wah sound. So I can't complain with that. And then the golden Plexi works really well with the fuzz. That's my phone ringing. Can you hear it? I don't know. We'll ignore it for the time being, people of the tube. I will ring them back. It's probably my mum, because she always rings at the most inopportune moments. Anyone else's mother do that? So yes. So I think that's the way it's going to have to be. Is the golden plexi wins the clean and the black tea wins the distortion. I love the black tea's distortion. It's really articulate and warm. It's really articulate and warm, and it doesn't, but it doesn't lose clarity, which is great. And it's just got the right amount of low end, which is perfect for that kind of palm muting thing, especially if you stick the golden plexi on as well. You know, you're not getting in the way of the bass player with that sound. Whereas with the golden plexi on full whack distortion, you're kind of getting into that kind of low end that's going to kind of start interfering with the bass player, and it'll wash you out, so you won't have the cut. Especially in a live situation, it wouldn't be the best. So I think that's what's going to happen, people on YouTube. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out one. I'm going to live with this for a while. I have the black tears distortion and the golden plexi for the John thing, and let's use them kind of both. So. Both of them together is a sound that is just glorious. There's enough gain between both of them actually that makes it really happy. It does that kind of Jerry Cantrell facelift kind of palm muting. That kind of sound really well, and it's dead quiet. I mean, that's a lot of gain, and that's dead quiet. That's both pedals on. You know, if I put the DS2 in, it's going to get crazy. But that's dead quiet. And how does it clean up? Distortion is great. So people on YouTube, let me know what you think. Let me know, because this is the way I'm seeing it, but I really want to know what you think as well. I want to know what your conclusion of all this is. But like, to me, like I said, the golden plexi does the clean thing better, and the black tea does the distortion thing better. In an ideal world, no, that is an ideal world right there. So that's how I would use them, because that sounds immensely cool. I love them both together. It's got a real martially mid-range to it that I really like. But it sings. Yeah, that's the one. That is how they're supposed to be, and I'm very happy with that. I love the low end in it. there's not enough. There's just enough low end in there to like not interfere with bass, which is nice. I just wish the black tea had a little bit more gain. I mean, it's got enough. It's got enough to stun 7 donkeys at 7 yards, but I always want more gain. But again, that's why the DS2's there, and that's why the sundial fuzz is there. So out of curiosity, black tea, golden plexi, sundial, and then DS2. Tea and the excuse me, that's the black tea and the sundial. Kind of cleaned up. Almost Rory Gallagher's tone of the Isle of Wight with taste. It's like the Sugar Mama tone. That's the golden plexi with the sundial fuzz. Anyway, getting carried away. But yeah, so there we go, people of Tube. That's my conclusion here. I love both, but I love both for 2 different things. So, I like the black tea for distortion. I don't like it for clean. I like the golden plexi for clean, not distortion. So, oh my god, it's sorted. That's it. That's a weight off my mind. Oh, when you just like come to a conclusion, you're just like, yes, I'm happy with that. So now I know what a pedal board's. But I know. Well, I'm gonna put these on my other pedal board because I want to record with them. I want to see what they sound like to record. So. I'm going to put the jackhammer and the governor back on this board here, just for the time being, and I'm going to put the black tea and the golden plexi. Well, there's already golden plexi on that one, but I'm going to put the black tea on the other board instead of the Marshall governor for a while and see how I get on with it. Because I don't know. I'm going to have to do a shootout between the governor and the black tea. I'm not going to do it today, because I want to do close mic and I'd have to reset stuff, and that's not what this video is about right now. So another day, people of YouTube, we will do a shootout between the Marshall Governor and the black tea to find out which one I prefer there as well, because now I'm curious, because that black tea is amazing. To me, that would just sit so well in a live mix because it's big, fat, but it's still got a lot of clarity. Anyway, love it, love it. These tone C pedals rule the roost. I'm telling you, they're so, so good. For the price, you can't go wrong. You really can't. They're so cool. And I say, these definitely are my 2 favourite distortions. Well, golden plexi for clean, but but yeah. People of the Tube, like I say, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Always, always, always enjoy reading your comments on these kind of videos. Always enjoy reading your comments anyway. So let me know in the comment section below which one you preferred, why, and which way around. Did you like it the other way around? So the black tea was clean and the golden plexi was distortion, Or did you like, you didn't like either of them, or you like both, or whatever. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know which one you preferred and why. So until next time, people of the Tube, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope there's something from it. And again, I really cannot recommend these Tone City pedals enough. I love them to bits. Massive thanks to Lee at Anderton's for sending me all these things. I'm going to do a giveaway, well, at some point, hopefully, with some of these pedals. It's just getting round to doing it. Things are chaos right now. Anyway, but yeah, we'll get round to that that might have already happened because I'm pre-filming this, so the giveaway might have already happened. So that might be some kind of weird Inception thing going on there. It's not really, but you never know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the noises these two pedals made. I certainly really have, and it's been great fun. I'll see you again for another video. I don't know where we are, but I'll see you again for another video very soon. Have a great morning, afternoon, and good evening, and a goodbye now. Thank you very much for watching. Ha ha!